Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome.
Flow Podcast. We're back.
Caleb.
Paolo. We're here.
Yeah.
Stay afloat with us.
You can find us Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Flow Clothing. Like, comment, subscribe. Podcast is on our website, Spotify, Apple, a couple other places too. So
yeah, check that out. Check that out right now. Come hang.
All the ways you can support us.
Please support us.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate all the support.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got going on today, Caleb? What's the fit looking like today, brother? I like it.
Yeah.
Got a nice little red, black, and white.
I wore this shirt as soon as I was heading over here. I realized I wore this shirt last week, but different fit, so
exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's a good shirt regardless. I got the what are these called? Lost and Founds.
Lost and Found ones. I forgot what they were for a second. I was gonna come up and say something to you, but I forgot the name of them.
What did you come up and say something to me?
When I saw you in them, when I was grabbing you from outside. Yeah.
Basically a Chicago one. A little different, minor differences, but
very minor.
Classic shoe. Yeah, for sure.
Very fire.
I got some FTP shorts on, and then the Float Chicago style T-shirt.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today I got on my Isaiah Thomas socks. Of course, I don't have a shoe on. Actually, you know what?
For the mitten? For Detroit?
Yeah, for the mitten. I have my Salehi Bembry Crocs on with them.
Now you do.
Now I got them on with them. Shout out to Salehi Bembry. I talked about getting another pair of these on the last podcast. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. I might. I don't know. I don't feel like spending money right now at all. I'm trying to save every single penny I get.
I feel you.
Spending money is not something I'm looking to do, especially on shit that I don't need.
Yeah.
Don't feel like spending money.
It's responsible.
Yes, sir. Nice pair of black shorts on. I wear these everywhere and anywhere. These are my go-to shorts. I need more pairs of shorts. We're gonna get into Freddie Gibbs a bit more in a bit, but Freddie was rocking a nice pair of black shorts and long ass drawstrings.
Yeah.
And I want a pair exactly like that. So I might have to go find that pair that's exactly like that at some point this summer. Get some more shorts. Up top, afloat, stay afloat, blimp tee. This one's classic. Caleb is on this one. Beautiful shirt. This released last summer?
Paolo designed this one.
Paolo did design that one. Caleb designed this one. So we mismatch. We show love for each other's designs here at Afloat because they're both amazing. They're all amazing. So yeah, those are fits, brother. Those are fits. That's what we got on. What you want to get into first? Should we talk about Freddie?
Yeah, yesterday we went to the 10-year anniversary concert in Chicago for the Pinata album between Freddie Gibbs and Madlib.
Yup.
Madlib was not feeling well, so he didn't show up, which was a bummer. But it was still a great show. Yeah, it was. Honestly, I don't know what Madlib was doing at the other shows. Yeah, so I talked to my buddy who was also there with us. I talked to him after the show, and he said that he watched a little bit from the New York show. Yeah. And he said what he was doing was pretty much like percussion stuff, and it was kind of like throwing some shit in every once in a while. Just kind of being there to celebrate the 10-year anniversary.
But I think so, yeah.
But not like he wasn't contributing. But
no, of course. He was definitely contributing, but I think, I mean, when you're the producer, it's hard to like be a part of the live music, like.
Right.
I don't know.
Claro had that tambourine on her, so I think she was handling percussion a little bit there.
She was, yeah, she did. Yeah, that was the other thing. Claro was there.
Are we 100% sure that was Claro?
Yeah, he said that was Claro.
I know he said it, but he's the type of guy to say someone is Claro just because they look like Claro, and it's kind of like a funny joke.
Nah, bro, that was Claro.
Okay.
That was Claro, because she was at the New York show too.
Okay, but okay.
I mean, like that, like yes.
Okay.
Like, why would you then question that?
Question what?
Question if it was her in Chicago, if she was also in New York.
But it's the same person. They could just be making the joke for the whole tour. No. I don't know. I guess. It doesn't make sense that Claro's there to me. I don't know. I don't know Claro that well. I'm just surprised that she's there on tour with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah. She did the one in New York and then she did the one here. I don't know if she did any other shows.
I mean, that's a 3-show tour, so she's there for most of the tour.
Two-thirds. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, Claro was there, which was cool.
Yeah. I just
what?
I don't know Claro, but it doesn't seem like she would be just there to do backup vocals for Freddie Gibbs. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's popular, like very popular, like to go as a backup singer. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but I think that's something that she just doesn't give a fuck about. Like, she could go out there and make a couple bucks. She goes out there, she makes a couple bucks, and she just like crushes a tambourine and like does some backup vocals on a couple songs.
I just didn't know that they were like work together. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. It surprised me is all.
It was surprising. I mean, Freddie Gibbs also had I Dress open up for him, so that was also interesting. I mean, it was a bizarre concert just in the fact that
I Dress was really cool though.
I Dress was really good.
Listen to more of their music.
Yes.
They didn't do
Jealous.
The one song that I know, Jealous.
They didn't do Jealous, but they did a few others.
Yeah, which I feel like
obviously.
I feel like if you are like known for your one song, you have to perform it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like you just have to do it.
They did the other one though. They did
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah.
But I don't know that one.
Right. Like I enjoyed the show. I thought they did a good performance, and I liked what I heard, but. It's just like if you're like, oh, I know them like from the one song, like they gotta do it. It's their one. It's like their one song.
No, yeah, I get it. I just think that like I don't know, that one's very overplayed. So they might just be tired of it.
Tyler the Creator does Yonkers at every single one of his shows.
Did he? Did he do it at?
He does it at every single one of his shows.
We saw him do it.
Yeah.
And Call Me If You Get Lost.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
he complains about it when he does it, but he still does it.
Yeah. I mean, they just didn't feel it. Maybe they got cut short. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, they didn't do Jealous. Maybe they'll do it at Lala. You're going to be there. You're going to be at Lala for Saturday. You might as well go see I Dress.
You better be there too.
Bro, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
Anyway, we'll get... We need to talk actually about the concert.
Yeah, let's talk about the show.
It was a good concert.
We're just bickering now.
Yeah.
Bickering.
Yeah.
It's all this heat in this room. It's got us bickering. It's got us short-tempered.
Yeah. I think the two shows that I've seen this year have really sold me on like the live band for hip hop shows.
I'll be honest. 100% I agree.
And we saw Action Bronson, and now we've seen Freddie Gibbs. Both of them with live bands, and it really enhanced the music a lot.
I agree. I feel like, and maybe it's just because I know Bronson's music a lot better.
Yeah,
but
you're not as familiar with Pinata. But.
Not super familiar with Pinata. I know a good bit of the songs, but I'm not super familiar. I feel like Freddie's like there was less like that I could understand of like, oh yeah, this is like the instrumental or like whatever. Like it was a little bit more of like guessing that I had to do.
Yeah.
With like the music, or it just kind of sounded like different. Yeah. As opposed to like Bronson. Then again, I mean, I know Bronson's whole catalog like the back of my hand. So it could have been that too.
No, I think the backup vocals definitely helped with like the samples and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the vocal samples.
Definitely.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I guess I'm probably a little bit more familiar with Pinata than you are.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty good. Like it wasn't like identical, obviously, because of like it's just different.
Right, it's not going to be the same, yeah.
But I think it was good, and I think the live band it adds so much to the music. Like I forget. Oh, it was Robes. I think it was with Earl and Damo Genesis.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't do the features. They just did Freddie's part, but. That instrumental, like the way, like that song live was just so smooth.
Yeah, that song live was crazy.
It was just so smooth.
That, I think High was really smooth.
Yeah.
I think Crime Pays was also super smooth. Yeah, there were a few other ones too, obviously.
And it just...
Harold's was also pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I re-listened to Harold's today in the car. I was vibing with that one today. It was fun.
Yeah. But no, I think the show was really good.
Yeah.
Freddie was just... We saw him before, and I feel like this time was better. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the last show was good too, but I think the live band.
Yeah.
And then also just...
Dude, the overall vibe of that show was just so wavy.
The outdoor venue so nice. The
so beautiful.
Salt shed.
Yeah, we haven't even really gotten into that. I mean, that whole outdoor space. I was telling my roommate today, we gotta see a show there, even if it's someone we don't fully like fuck with. We just gotta see a show there because it's just so beautiful. I mean, it's right on the river.
Yeah. You look to your left, it's the John Hancock.
John Hancock and a couple other buildings in the skyline. It's just like so nice to just have like a concert space right there. And like as for like the full like fairgrounds like venue with like the more installed shit there, it was like so cool. It was very spacious. There was like a great space for like. There was like obviously in the back there was the stage and then like the space for everyone to like for GA and all that.
They had some seats as well. Like
they had some seats and they had like a set of kind of like what do they call it? Yeah,
not pews.
Not pews.
Like bleachers.
Yeah, exactly. They had like bleachers kind of in the back, like a little set of bleachers.
Had a balcony. I don't know what was up with that. I don't know.
They had a balcony. VIP I don't know if that was VIP or premium or something like that. But they had that, and then they had like. Food trucks in the back, or I don't know if they were food trucks, but they had different food stands and stuff like that in the back, and it was all just very spread out and spacious. And when I was walking,
very nice, like because in Chicago you go to like the Aragon or the Riviera Theater, or like the Vic or whatever, or the Metro, like those are all like nice and like similar sized venues kind of, but they're just all older.
Right,
when
they're
you
older.
Get this like brand new nice venue, it's just cool.
It's very cool, and not only is it that, but it's also just a lot more figured out for the amount of people that's going to be there and all the other shit that they want to put into it. They had so much space to work with and they utilized it so fucking well.
And I mean, I was able to never mind. But it was very cool. And I'm definitely excited to go back and see more shows there, indoor and out, because
indoor and out,
both are nice.
They were. And also I mean, I just like specifically walking in to like when I like showed them my ticket. We didn't walk in together, so I had to go find Caleb. But it was so easy to find you because there was so much space.
Right.
Like I was walking by, I saw another buddy who was waiting in line for a t-shirt, dapped him up, was like, oh okay, I'm gonna go find Caleb now. Then I just kind of walked around the crowd a bit, and then I found Caleb, and then we all met together, and it was super easy. It was very nice spot, I think. Very excited to very excited to go back to that.
But more about the show. It was like last time we saw him, I feel like the dude is from Gary.
Right.
I think he spent a lot of time in Chicago, like growing up too, I'm sure. Like he just kept talking. He talked multiple times about how he was just like how he was home, and he brought a bunch of family members with him and like people that he knew from like Gary or Chicago or whatever. And I was like, that aspect was cool. Like I feel like it was like the home show of the tour specifically.
Definitely.
And he did like 2 like Christmas shows at the end of 2022, I think.
Right, at the Metro,
And those were cool. We went to one of those, but that like
very different vibe.
It was like
still fun. I think that was also at the end of, or no, it wasn't at the end of his tour.
I think that was just one-off shows.
Yeah, those were one-off shows.
Yeah, and I think also maybe it was just a little bit of like, wow, like this is such a special moment, like 10 years of this album that I put out 10 years ago, like, or like I think that might have attributed to it a little bit too. But it was it was just a great vibe, great venue, great show. All of it was good.
Everything was really cool. I mean, the music's incredible. When you add a live band behind it, it makes it even cooler. The other thing that was, like seeing iDress was also super cool.
Good.
I didn't know about them playing that show until a couple hours before the show, and then I was just hyped as fuck. I was like, oh, I get to see iDress. That's so great.
And it was like, it's not really like the opener you'd expect for Freddie Gibbs.
No,
but it just fit the vibe of the whole night.
It definitely did. And like the other thing too was like, oh fuck, I lost it. But it was like, I don't know, I completely just blanked on it. How rare does that happen on our podcast? We're usually just like going. What are you gonna do? Fuck it, on to the next. Great show. Literally, just a great show. Very happy that I could have. Oh, and that's what I was gonna say. I feel like, especially like, it can be rare to like go to a show and be like, oh, I fuck with the lineup like all the way through. You know what I mean? Because usually it's like when you see like the person that you want to see, there's usually a couple of like people on the lower list that you might not know.
Or
and it's not like you don't fuck with them.
Just like the random opener.
Right, just like the random opener. It's not like you don't fuck with them or anything like that. It's just that you might not know their music at all. You know what I mean? All that type of shit. But it was very cool to like go to this show and very much enjoy the opener, and then
I mean,
also
it was like that for me. Like I just didn't do Jealous, so I didn't know any of the songs, but it was still a good set.
Right.
And I enjoyed it.
Fuck yeah, it was a good time. What should we get into next? Should we talk a little WNBA real quick? Let's talk a little WNBA. I mean, really, so like the stuff that I really want to get to.
It's just been getting more press lately.
It's been getting a lot more press and it's a lot more in the news, and I think that's an amazing thing, obviously. I mean, I went to a bar the other night and they had the Sky game on.
That's
I don't think that's something that happens all the time.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, you know, obviously we're just off the ending or the final season of Caitlin Clark and, you know, women's NCAA.
And now she's in the league.
Now she's on the Indiana Fever, which is also crazy that I don't know if we really talked about it all.
Yeah.
But the fucking in-between time of college basketball, March Madness, to then women's basketball season is ridiculous.
Just because the WNBA has a different timeline
than
the NBA.
So and that's crazy.
It's a summer season, so it's just like few weeks and then it's
right into the WNBA, which is really cool. I didn't know that, or I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I knew that the women's season started around like May, June-ish. I just didn't connect it. And like when you think about what like NCAA, like the men's players are coming out, like they have a full summer to work out and train and everything, and then go right into season.
Right.
I wonder if it's easier to have the whole summer off or to have a couple weeks and then go right into
it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also a lot of women like Angel Reese. Mm-hmm. Was she playing at LSU this past? I don't think she was at.
She was on the team.
Okay, my mistake. Yeah, because I know that she could have gone to the WNBA, but I thought she waited. I don't know. I think maybe she used her extra year of eligibility or something.
She might have. I thought she played.
Because the thing is that the WNBA starting salary is so low that a player like Angel Reese, who has the deal with I think it's Reebok, and Caitlin Clark, who I'm sure has.
Caitlin Clark has a deal with Nike.
Different, yeah.
It's like a 4 or 5 year deal for a couple mil.
Yeah, but just different brand deals and stuff. They make these college athletes make way more money in college than they do in NIL sponsorships. I don't really know what that means, but I know it's a term.
Yeah,
NIL, they make money that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's they just especially with the WNBA, the NBA. I don't know how much you make in your rookie year, but it's I think it's at least $1 million. The WNBA you make $70K or something
could even be less. Yeah.
Yeah, not small amount of money. Yeah. So
compared to what compared to what NBA players. I mean.
So I think a lot of the athletes do just opt to just stay in the college for extra year.
And also get a degree.
Well, yeah. I mean, but with NCAA, you get to stay for an extra year.
Right. Yeah.
I think I saw a meme recently that I forget who it was, but some NBA player could go back because they have an extra year of eligibility or something. It's just funny how that works. But yeah. So Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, they're both in the league now.
Yeah, they're both now in the league, which is super big for the WNBA. The WNBA also just got charter planes, which is a super big deal.
So explain that to me, because I don't know if I fully understand.
Yeah, so pretty much what that just means is that every team in the WNBA has their own private jet. Or not, I don't know if it's a private jet exactly, but they have their own plane that's taking them to every single game.
Yeah.
And all of that. So they're not relying on other
commercial flights and stuff.
Whether it's a commercial flight, which I don't know how the transportation was, or maybe it was a bus or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
But
either way,
just leveling up.
They're just leveling up, and I think it's amazing. I think that the WNBA is also going to start getting a little bit more playtime on air. I'm sorry, it's going to get playtime on air, but it's also just going to get more ratings. Yeah. I think there's going to be a little bit more of a role on the WNBA, which is awesome, man. I'm very happy about that.
I've talked to multiple people that are I want to go see Angel Reese play.
Yeah.
Or I want to go
see Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
Sabrina.
the tickets for the games against the Fever are just multiple $100s.
Yeah.
And it's just
awesome.
Just to see Caitlin Clark. And it's the Sky and the Fever are probably not going to do that well this season. No, but it's just to see those individual players.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exciting, man. I'm just glad at the fact that there's actually, some more eyes on the WNBA, and also I know that Caleb Williams. We talked about this on the last pod thing, but Caleb Williams and Romeo Odense were also at the game recently.
Yeah.
And there's been some different basketball and football players that have come out to support the Sky before, but I think
if you go to a Sky game, occasionally you'll see on the Jumbotron. It's like a shot of like Chance the Rapper or someone like
Chance will be
sitting
there,
courtside. I don't know.
People. Yeah, we've seen Chance during the game before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
we saw we went to a
Cristiano
game.
Felicio.
Also him and also Javonte Green.
And Javonte Green,
when he was on the Bulls. Is he still on the Bulls?
He got signed to a couple-day contract, and then they kept him for the rest of the season.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to be on the team next year.
Yeah, but you see like random Chicago.
You'll see some Chicago athletes and shit there. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I like Sky Games. I also think Wintrust is a great arena.
It's fun. It's
Wintrust is a great arena. And I think, motherfuckers don't even know about Wintrust. They don't know about the trust. You gotta check it out, man. It's a good one.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Part of me likes the like the WNBA can be more entertaining than the NBA. I just feel like the style of play is different.
Style of play is different. It's more exciting. There's more shit. It's not always as high scoring. It's not always as clean, and it's also just not always as like fucking ticky tacky horseshit ass calls.
Well, it can be. It definitely can.
It can be, but I don't think it's as much as the WNBA.
It's also just like you don't get as many players just chucking up threes.
Yeah,
I feel like
there's just a lot overall better team play, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you're watching, but...
Right, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, and I think, too, like, there's something that, like, I think the same in basketball and in... Because, like, also, NCAA, like, basketball is not clean basketball at all.
I mean, yeah, college basketball is, like, my favorite type of basketball.
It's fucking fun to watch.
It's the best basketball to watch.
It definitely. I'm really, like, I was telling my buddy last night, like, I do not enjoy... that like I'm sorry, I do not enjoy WNBA. I don't enjoy the NBA like that much at all.
No, I only tune in for the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'll occasionally watch a playoff game, but that's
unless the Bulls put together a team that is fun to watch, then I'm not watching.
Right, exactly. That's the only reason I'd be watching is if the Bulls are doing something.
Or the in-season tournament.
Or the in-season tournament, right? Those games were actually pretty fun. Those were fun.
The crazy courts and stuff.
Yeah, the crazy courts were ridiculous, but that was fun. Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. The WNBA also has an in-season tournament.
Oh, do they?
The Commissioner's Cup, yeah.
That's cool. Good. That's exciting.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, like, the in-season tournament? I'm sure we've talked about it before.
I don't know. I mean,
you don't give a fuck?
I was kind of joking when I brought it up about the NBA. Like, it's not really, like, not really...
It doesn't matter.
Like, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of a fun aspect. But, like, if you're, like... I mean, I don't know. The players just win some money and then that's it.
Really
like, I don't know. It can be fun, I guess, but like, you know, no one's gonna value it ever as highly as like an actual championship.
Yeah, no.
So it's like, I guess a big thing is like you can go for the NBA at least because I don't think players get rested as much in the WNBA because it's a shorter season, but like. You can go to an NBA game, and if it's an in-season tournament game, I guess there's a higher chance that like the best players will be playing. Because I talked to someone who I used to work with, or maybe still work with. I don't know. I forget if he still works with me or not. I haven't seen him in a while.
Word.
But he was from Philly, and he went to both the games that the 76ers came to the United Center, and Joel Embiid sat both times.
Yeah.
Or just didn't play both times. So like, that's also an aspect of the NBA that's just like, just stupid.
Yeah.
Like you can go watch a game and you won't even see the stars.
Yeah.
Just because they take rest days and stuff.
And shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's annoying. I don't. Yeah.
So I that's think, one aspect of the in-season tournament is it just gets players to actually play.
Right.
Like regular season
keeps
games.
Them playing regular season games. Yeah. And keeps them into it. Yeah, that's really it. I do not really fuck with the NBA. I think it's kind of gone to shit. I don't think Adam Silver is like the worst commissioner or anything. I don't think it's really his fault exactly.
It's just that teams the teams just go like the strategy of play is different.
Yeah.
Especially like fouls are called differently, which impacts a lot, and then also just like shooting is so much more prioritized. Especially behind the arc. Yeah. Less than like just like playing aggressive and like trying to just drive the ball in and get like the 2-point play.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? Fuck all that. I'm excited for the WNBA.
Yeah.
They're making some major strides, and I think that's an amazing thing.
Go watch a game.
Yeah, go check some games out, man. They're fun to go check out.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe we'll see the Chicago Sky in the playoffs this year.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully we see them back there very soon. It was fun to see them win, so hopefully we can see them back there again soon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you got anything else to say for the people?
I guess this will count as my random thought, I guess. But
all right, we got random thought.
Yeah. I'm assuming you don't have one.
I do not.
Yeah.
Not the moment.
Yeah. So this is just this might be the stupidest question ever, but we were walking next to the river yesterday.
Yeah.
Because of the concert.
Right.
And I was just thinking, like, I don't even know how to phrase this. I don't remember how I phrased it yesterday okay, so like you have like water like let's say like a specific water molecule, right?
Okay. Oh God, you're asking the wrong person. All right, let's talk molecules.
I want to hear what you have to say about this though.
The second you threw molecule in there, it's
okay, but let's
right.
say you have like a specific, like, imagine a specific piece of water, right? Specific piece unit of water.
Okay.
And it flows through the Chicago River into where the river goes to.
Yeah.
I don't. Is it Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it goes into Lake Michigan.
Right.
Now that water is either gonna stay in Lake Michigan, right? I don't know what happens to it from Lake Michigan. It gets treated for drinking, or it just stays in Lake Michigan. I don't know.
Right.
I'm not like, we are not water people. This is just what I'm thinking. So then, right? Does that water get back to the beginning of the Chicago River? Like, does the same water molecule ever flow through the Chicago River twice, or does it like? Because how is there just constantly like water like? The water just is always flowing through these different bodies of water.
It's always flowing because also you have to remember that we reverse the flow of the Chicago River. So the river's always flowing out.
Well, okay, yes, it's always gone. Like they change the direction, but where does the water come from at the beginning?
Okay, so you're saying like where else is there? It's different. It's different canals and different smaller rivers and shit that all contribute. It all breaks into the Chicago River.
And then I think where does that water come from?
I think the Des Plaines River is from there.
And then where does that come from?
All right, let's take a look.
The Des Plaines River water.
So pretty much, Chicago had the Chicago River, and they reverse flowed it so that it, flowed out to Lake Michigan so that they could put all this shit into it and then just throw it all around to Lake Michigan. Because no one fucking knew better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what also happened in the very early times of Chicago when it was first founded, that's when they started creating more man-made canals. I know the Des Plaines River was a part of that, I believe.
Yeah.
I think there were a few different man-made canals that were all contributing to the river and also to Lake Michigan, and also just ways so they could explore different places
For me, it's just like, where does that water come from, and like that's just like constantly flowing. You know what I mean?
Pretty much all these rivers.
Is it just like,
so like for example, the Chicago River starts like the north end of the Chicago River comes in. The entrance is right near Gilson Park, up just past Evanston.
So the entrance
in like Wilmette or Winnetka.
So
right
all
there.
the water is Lake Michigan.
Wilmette.
So that's Lake Michigan.
That's Lake Michigan right there.
The water comes in from Lake Michigan,
comes
and then it goes
down
out
and through,
and then it goes out.
And then it goes into. Then this is the main trough into
Lake Michigan.
The river, right?
And from the river to Lake Michigan.
Right, from the river to Lake Michigan. And then this side of the Chicago River goes all the way through Lamont, Joliet, Shanahan, goes into Morris, keeps going all the way through.
Where is it?
This is this is then the Illinois River. It then turns into the Illinois River.
Right.
And that goes all the way. Yeah, so, and then that goes into Senequine Lake or something. Yeah, so it just goes through.
Okay, so it's all just flowing throughout everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, as a fucking river does.
Right, it just, when you think about it, it's like, where is that water coming from? You know what I mean? For a second, you think that.
Yeah, of course. That's valid. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I would. One would.
Yeah, I just look at it like, where does this, like, how does it start? Where does it end?
Right.
How does it all go?
Yeah.
I guess we did figure it out a little bit today.
We figured it out. We figured it out a bit. We're solving the world's problems on this podcast here.
I gotta just put it out of my mind and just know that it works.
It works.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. It works. It happens, and that's it. Chicago River for you.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we can wrap it up here.
For sure. Thank y'all.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks
See you
for
next
being with
week.
us.
Float Podcast.
See you there.
Check us out. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, podcasts. You know all the places.
All of that. Cheers. Have a good one.